How dare you own your home with no mortgage, and how you're complaining that you had to buy your home for $60,000 at 15%. Oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. There is something here that I believe is the chief instigator in this sort of, society issue. And it's social media. All these things stem from everybody just having unrealistic expectations on the lifestyle that they need to live, and that kids, whether it be, how they're growing up and what their expectations are of, where they're going to be when they're older. Right now, the people in their 20s, they're all looking at the baby boomers going like, how dare you own your home with no mortgage, and how you're complaining that you had to buy your home for $60,000 at 15%. Oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo.
Yeah.
But really, it's the people who've grown up. We all had these, nice houses with these nice families. We all had these, we go on vacation, we go out for, all these things. And then as we get older and we get into our 20s, we're like, well, why can't we have that same lifestyle now? No, I don't want to work as hard. I don't want to have to go and do the things that are necessary in today's environment. I just want to be able to, sort of like cruise through life, but still have all those things because that's what I had before. And now social media has amplified it now because you're seeing other people do it, which most of it is fake, but it's still giving people this really unrealistic perception. And I think that our spending habits are becoming worse. Even more conservative countries and stuff like that are having those problems where they're younger people, like in Asia and Africa and some of the European countries, like even Russia. Like the younger people now have got this totally different mindset from the older generations, and it's causing them all these issues. They're becoming less productive. They're saying, well, we don't want to do that. We just we want the good life, but we don't want to do anything. And so like we've got this huge, underproductive economies that are coming up, which there's a solution here. This is the good news. We're in this awkward stage that social media is causing and that, technology is causing, but technology is going to solve it all. Technology is going to make us more productive. Technology is going to give us opportunities to make more money than we ever could before because of the way that it is. It's just, we're in some growing pains. I tried to get a logo done the other day. I was just making a quick letterhead. And I was like sending an AI some, instructions on what to do. And this thing could not figure out how to make the most simple of logos. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, there's little details that are wrong in the spelling and stuff like that. Like, we're still very far away from us being able to rely on it, but it's coming. Like it is. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that we're going to start to see more and more creation of housing, more and more creation of incomes, more and more robotics at home, more and more bureaucracy stuff that, is being done for decision making that can be used, with modern technology and AI and all that kind of stuff. But we're in an awkward stage right now, and I feel for the people who have to suffer, which are the people right now, I'd say probably in their 20s.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I had a vision in my mind when you were just talking about those baby boomers with the paid off houses. My parents are still with me, luckily, and they're in that situation. They are retired early, and my dad was an auto worker. My mom worked at one of the telephone companies that most people dislike these days.
Spend responsibly.
So we never had a new car. We packed our lunches when we went on a trip down the 401, up to Montreal or wherever we were going. Like, we didn't stop at the en route.
Bro, that doesn't get views, bro. That doesn't get
totally.
views.
But to your point, right?
Now.
It's like, it's so convenient, right? To say like, oh, look at how lucky you are, and look at all. And I'll be honest and say my parents still live under their means. I try to help them and say, hey, listen, like you guys actually have more available to you, and all of those things. But more positive news here to your point there, TK, is that the people who are listening to a show like this or watching it on YouTube are the people that get the advantage during this period, right? And it's unfortunate for everyone else, but that like really small
bold statement, but I understand where you're going with this.
Yeah, like I think it's the advantage that you're going to figure it out is the point, because someone who's listening to a show like this and is still listening right now, right? They went down the rabbit hole with us. They thought about it. They zoomed out. They're zooming in. They're thinking from different aspects. They're not just going into into tonight's party. It's a Saturday. We're recording this. They go to a dinner party and then say, well, this is the fix to blah, blah, blah. They're actually thinking it through, and you're going to have the advantage over everyone else, unfortunately, for the others. But you're going to have the know-how, and you're going to be able to recognize when things are happening and why they're happening, so that you can respond accordingly. And I think that is the most important piece. And if I could bring anything to this world, I would love more people to kind of be welcomed or be open to this type of conversation so that they can understand what is happening, so that we can together do things better. Because it's not about us having an advantage over someone else. It's about, we got to do the work, unfortunately, right? We got to do the thinking, and we got to actually understand, where are we heading here? And, you know, what do we do next to protect ourselves, but then also capitalize on opportunities when they show their heads.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you got anything from one of these clips. And if you want to see some more, press something on the screen here. Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.